Hello everyone, welcome to our video on top blender maintenance tips for commercial use. If you own or manage a commercial kitchen, you know that blenders are essential tools that get a lot of use. In this video, we'll share our top tips for keeping your blender in top working condition so that it can perform at its best and last for years to come. Please check the description link, I will provide details information. Tip 1. Clean your blender after every use. One of the most important things you can do to keep your blender in good condition is to clean it after every use. Not only does this help prevent the buildup of food particles and bacteria, but it also helps ensure that your blender performs at its best. To clean your blender, start by unplugging it and then removing the jar and blade assembly. Wash these parts in warm, soapy water, and use a brush to remove any food particles that are stuck to the blades. Tip 2. Check the blade assembly regularly. The blade assembly is the most important part of your blender, as it's what actually does the blending. Over time, the blades can become dull or even bent, which can affect the performance of your blender. To check the blade assembly, remove the jar from the base of the blender, and then unscrew the blade assembly from the bottom of the jar. Tip 3. Lubricate the blender motor. Your blender's motor is what powers the blade assembly, so it's important to keep it lubricated to ensure it runs smoothly. To lubricate the motor, start by unplugging the blender and removing the jar and blade assembly. Then, turn the blender upside down and locate the small hole in the center of the base. Tip 4. Use the blender properly. Another important aspect of blender maintenance is to use the blender properly. This means following the manufacturer's instructions for use, including not overloading the jar or running the blender for too long. That's all from my end. I make helpful videos daily, so do subscribe to my channel.